Nation, this is Duntov at the Allegiant Stadium. Today is Saturday, November 2nd, 2019. So this morning I am standing on Russell Road. This is the south end. And we're just checking out what's going on. I haven't been up on this side for a little while. So first thing I could notice from here are, if you look through, you could see all the white poles, all the spars. So it's coming along pretty good. From my understanding, it should be less than a couple of weeks before they're in place. You can see there are a few guys up on the roof working. You know, I seen some guys up there. They all hid now. There we go. So you can see the strand jack. See how they pull the cables through them. Sorry for the shake, I'm zoomed in 200 times. Actually, I wasn't all the way in. There, that's 200 now. Okay, so you can see the glass there, that's the east side. This whole area here, this is where the video screen's gonna be. It'll be between, you can see how the 3D, you know, the raised areas come out and go up. It's going to be all in this area here. So you can see some of the mounts. So the screen will mount on them tabs that are sticking out in there. Okay, they've been getting a lot of the precast delivered. There's actually one right now coming in. So they got like a whole lot where the concrete plant used to be. They have all these coming in now. These are going down to build the rest of the seat area right by the field. If you look at the interior cam pictures, you will see like how they're starting to build the framing up. These are what they're using. I'll try to get a little footage. I'll just show the interior cam on the computer. I'll video some of that so you can see it. So you can see what I'm talking about. They're just driving everything up around here. So he came in on the east side on Dean Martin, and then they got a whole lot. Can't really see it here with the fence in the way, but that's the corner of Russell Road and Polaris, the very southwest corner. They're storing them all. When I head back that way, I'll show them all. Okay, then I did also see an interview with local news talking to Tommy White, and he said that the filled tray itself will start to get built. I think he said it was November 19th. You know, they'll be laying it out. Of course, it's going to be made of steel. He said they're going to start welding that up and getting it all put together. And, you know, start planting some grass in there. Get the turf going. So, in about 2.5 weeks. This is just the south end, right next to where the glass ends. It looks like they're just finishing up a lot of these walls, inner walls. Because the south end glass is supposed to be last. And it was nice, my last video, all the comments, finding out where everybody's watching from. I was surprised. We got from all over the world. We got Ireland, Netherlands, Dubai, Hawaii, Mexico, of course all around the United States. Had some Canada. So it's good to see the nation represented all over the world. So thanks again for watching. Alright, I'm gonna go walk around and get some different views. Okay, I'm now closer to the corner of Russell and Polaris. So this is the old concrete plant. Now you can see its staging area for all of the precast. Okay, so you can see this bigger one here. These are the ones that are, I guess, the main support. And then these are the ones that are like the bleacher seat type things that you already see like laying out in there. So it's just like a big puzzle. Okay, so that looks like it was made in April already, but they got everything numbered and you know, they know exactly where it goes. They got them all the way around. And that was just a few days later. got these ones. They must just be some support type thing. I don't know what they would be. See, they just bolt them down. Or actually, it's not. There we go. So they just delivered this one now. I think they're getting ready to unhook the trailer. Okay, this is the interior cam. This is what I was showing right now on the, these are the precast. You can see how they're extending out closer to the field. So these are all the ones that are going to hold like the seat area. You can see here. And then we got these posts down here. And then if you look over here, we got these are the ones that lay on top, like kind of this, where the chairs will go on. You can see, this is the north end. This is the lanai door opening here. So they already got this one done. So it's actually going together really quick. So you can see this right here where I got the mouse. So that should be the tunnel for the visiting team. And then here's the tunnel for the Raiders. So that should be about the 50-yard line then. And I know the tunnel for the Raiders is going to have like a club in there. It's only for the VIP section. And then the players will come out to go out onto the field through that club. So any VIP people get to hang out in there and see the players coming out. And then if you look straight down here, this is the south end, 300 level. So they just got they actually just poured the concrete steps not too long ago, and they already got the railings going in. I'm thinking they're going to paint them a different color than that, because they look kind of like a bluish green right now. I don't think this is a Miami Dolphins stadium. All right, so that's what they're working on now, getting all this lower level seating put in. So if you look how close it is, I mean, pretty much the seating goes right up to where the field's going to be. So I don't think there's going to be a bad seat in the whole stadium. Okay, I'm now on Polaris, way at the south end, still close to Russell. Just from this view, I was able to, you can still see where they're building the press boxes. They still have all the scaffolding up in there. So that was used like pretty much the press boxes. They built right over the 4th level home side. So it's all the way towards the top. Can't really see inside. I mean, you can with the interior cam, but that's just from this angle. And we got a little different views of the guys up on the roof. So all these white things, I think it's some kind of, because in the renderings the roof itself is black, the outer perimeter. So I'm thinking that's some kind of panels that will go on top. Because right now, if you see the roof, it's still silver. They just hang out, wait for it to pull them stuff up. If I go down and you look at the white poles through there, so you can see they're all lined up. So I know there's a lot of confusion because I didn't even understand how it was going to work. So them poles do stay. The top of the poles, when all the tension is put on the cables, the top of the poles will stick up in the top of the roof, you know, to form like a dome effect. And then I'm thinking that they put the ETFE transparent roof panels on top of that. Somehow they secure on there. That way the rainwater and everything will just roll down to the sides. So they got to put a little curve onto it. Finishing up some of the walls. Okay, I'm now on the west side towards the south end here. This is still on Polaris. So if I pan to the left, since I was here last, they actually started another row of the glass. So it's coming along pretty quick. I do not know if they're gonna have a big video screen on this side or not. I would think there's gonna be something, but the one on the east side is the big one that'll be facing the freeway. This big Delco crane has been just sitting here for a while. Kind of seems like they use it just to lift all the different stuff up from the roof, up and down. I think this is what they use to lift all them white things that are sitting up all around the perimeter. It's getting closed up really fast. Okay, then when I was here the other day, they were also working on these. You could see all the rebar. It's got to be some kind of like barrier, you know, like a little barrier wall for the traffic and then all the people walking. Kind of did the same thing around the T-Mobile Arena. They put up some of these walls like this, and then all the bollard, the poles. You know, because nowadays there's a lot of crazies. So, okay, then back down that way again. That's where they're storing all the precasts for the lower seating area, if you guys are lucky enough to afford one. I know the 50-yard line, the center 50-yard line, lower level VIP, they were $75,000 a seat for the PSL license. And then you got the tickets, you know, you got to buy also. I think they're about $450 each. Needless to say, those aren't my seats. Okay, and you can see the cables again. So you remember when they were all sprawled out on the field from the interior cam? Now they're getting pretty stretched out. You can see all the stuff up and underneath the roof there. You got a lot of stairways and all the pipes and stuff. But this is the press box area here. All the ductwork going all through there. Okay, I'm now on Hacienda. You can see the sign here. I'm on the lower end of it. This is that area I was showing her in my last video. They just put all this concrete in, big wide sidewalk. So it should be moving the people out of the games or concerts, and then they will, supposedly, this is Hacienda, this part will be closed to cars. There'll be a pedestrian bridge to go back up there, and it takes you right to the strip. So if you look at the upper glass that's installed here on this north end, you could see the transparency of it there. At least I think you can. I don't know what kind of reflection it's getting on the video. So you can see, yeah, I'm pretty sure you could see it. You know, so you'll be able to see through. You'll be able to see out in the daylight and then in at night. So when it's all like closed up, people really won't be able to see in too good in the day, but you'll be able to see out. And then vice versa. When it gets dark, you'll see in, or you'll see out. You'll see all lit up. Beautiful day today. Right now it's about 65. Very, very light breeze. Earlier this week it was a little freak cold spell, but now we're back to the beautiful fall weather here. So now that they got the lanai doors back in, you can see that see the metal stuff they have going around the front here to trim stuff. I don't know the proper terminology, but they're replacing it because they did remove some of it so they could squeeze the lanai doors up in between. So that's what they're putting back in place. Okay, I'm now at the top of the Hacienda Bridge. You can see all the spars, the white poles. And if you notice the lanai doors, so you can still see the opening, so it's like they have the two end ones open, and then we got SEMA, if you guys know what that is, the aftermarket car parts show. So that's starting, I think, Monday, so we're getting all the big trucks and cars coming to town now. But anyways, it's like they have one set of the doors open, and then the one, so you can see. Still haven't seen them slide them, so I'm not sure exactly how fast they move. Yeah, so we got SEMA coming to town next week. That's a big show in the automotive world. And then tonight we have a Golden Knights game, and there's boxing at the MGM Grand also. So it should be busy. Okay, one thing I just realized, that the orange and black crane, the one I named Jack, They already got rid of it. They put up the 4th lanai door up on Wednesday and Thursday. I seen it sitting. It looked like they were taking apart, and now it's not here. So I'm assuming that one's already shipped out or put somewhere else. And then you can see all the surrounding area on the other side. They were ripping out all the sidewalks. So it looks like they did it all the way down. So this street right here where this Corvette's turning from. Where'd the Corvette go? There it is. So that is Dean Martin. This is the east side. And Big Bird hasn't moved. I'm assuming they're going to use this to lift the translucent panels up onto the roof. And we still got this 60th anniversary, and the Raiders are coming. I did meet a couple when I was on the west side they were from San Diego, Raiders fans. And she was asking me if I think it'll be done by next season. And I told her, this is Las Vegas, it'll be done. Because this is too big of a project, too many people watching. They're not going to show that they're not going to get it completed. And they are supposed to be starting 24-hour around-the-clock shifts, is what I heard. Okay, so from up here, this is the northwest corner. You can see they got a lot more of the panels and glass in the yard there, so you know that now that they have glass going in on the west side, you know, I guess they're getting ready to put everything. Alright, I guess that's about all I have today. It is Saturday, so there's not as many people working. So if you aren't subscribed and you would like to get updates on this new Allegiant Stadium and the new Raiders headquarters, please subscribe to my channel, Raiders1967. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.